What happens when you get into debt?
You have to do something for me, Carly, because it's your fault.
And you can't.
I'm going to struggle to pay this.
Or won't pay it back.
It doesn't matter what you want, sir. Unfortunately, that's the law.
We meet the High Court enforcement agents who are pushed to their limits.
Evil! You have to turn to hell!
Well, I'll smash the window then. It's false imprisonment.
Dealing with desperate debtors.
Hello?
In dramatic situations.
You want to stand here like a big man? Leave it. Talk to me. Push me about.
We meet the people who are losing their homes.
I don't know where I'm going to stay for the night.
And their possessions.
The desks are going. Everything.
Okay.
Because whatever happens,
High Court enforcement.
if you can't pay, they'll take it away.
According to a new survey, rising house prices have led to a record number of landlords evicting their tenants in order to sell their properties. The number of tenants losing their homes rose by nearly 40% in the last 12 months.
Paul Bowhill and Steve Pinner are High Court enforcement agents. They travel hundreds of miles across the country, collecting debts and repossessing properties.
No, I've actually drove an Arctic up here once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I knocked about 19 wing mirrors off.
Today, they're in Ponders End, North London. They have a writ instructing them to evict a mother of two from her rented house.
Looks like a straightforward repossession. There's not really any money on the job, just costs. You're looking for 46, where those gentlemen are standing.
The landlord is selling the property. He's been asking the tenant to leave for over a year. But despite being given a county court judgment, she's still there. The case has now gone to the High Court, and the tenant must leave today. The landlord has also arrived.
And the landlord.
All right, yeah. Can you just make yourself scarce for 10 minutes?
Someone up there. Curtain's just moved.
Excuse me.
Can you open the door, please?
What?
We're from the High Court. We have an eviction order.
Madam?
We're from the High Court. We have an eviction order.
Well, I'm not feeling well.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't receive a letter.
We've got the letter to give you here.
No. I'm just calling the people. You know, you the man. I'm just calling and say to
If
him.
you don't open the door, we will break in.
Wait.
She's coming down, Steve. The most serious misconception about High Court enforcement is, do we have the right to do this without giving them any notice? And the answer to that, quite simply, is that we don't give them notice on the day, but they've had 6 months' previous notice from other courts.
Good morning.
Morning.
We're High Court enforcement agents. We have a writ here.
I didn't receive because I'm in the hospital.
You see this?
No, I didn't see this.
Okay, this is for you. Okay. What the situation is now is you have an hour to pack your personal effects, and then you can make an arrangement with the landlord to come back and collect the rest of your property. With this, you take this to the council. Okay, sure. This is the writ.
I'm in the hospital. I'm not feeling well. Let me show you the paper. I'm in the hospital.
No, I'm sorry, can I interrupt there? None of this will make any difference. You have to leave today. You've got an hour to get your personal belongings together, and then you can make an arrangement with the landlord. If you get down the council office straight away, because you've got children, they'll give you emergency accommodation.
Oh.
The landlord's here, and he wants you to move out, and he's got a court order.
No. The landlord didn't say to me like this.
What's the landlord's name?
The landlord didn't say to me like this.
Mr. Daly is the landlord.
No.
I'll just go and have a word with the landlord.
Miss Malmiche denies receiving notice. So Paul speaks to the landlord, who's waiting outside.
I've given her a year's notice, like, you know, and it's just, I don't want to see
So
it.
you've been actually suffering this for a year now?
Yeah. It cost me over £2,000.
Over £2,000?
Yeah.
The tenant has 1 hour to pack her essentials and leave. But instead, she's on the phone to her letting agency.
I'm calling the agency.
Please do.
Hello, Carly. You know the council, the court is coming to close the door here. Hold on, let me speak. Let me pass you
Calm down.
I can't calm down because I don't know where I was sleeping with my kid, you know.
Hello there. Who am I speaking to? Well, you're the agent, so you know what the process is that's happening here. The tenant was obviously told to leave by the county court. That date has gone.
You want to send me the letter to tell me the date to move in, but I didn't.
There is no letter sent.
But where is no letter sent?
We're from the High Court, not from the County Court.
You are from the High Court.
There is no
But you want
procedure.
to, because I've got kids, you want to provide, you want to move this
The
one.
council will do that for you.
No.
Well, I'm sorry, it's going to have to be done.
Put your shoes a little bit, darling. Put your shoes.
People are confronted by a life-changing situation when we knock on the door, so they react as they feel fit. Their ultimate objective is to create so much fuss that we will back down and withdraw. It's just never going to happen.
30 minutes after the agents arrived, Miss Malmiche is still arguing with her letting agent.
No, Carly, you want to do something for me, Carly, because it's your fault. Hey, come here, please. Carly, please, I'm not shouting here. Don't shouting to me, to you too. If something is happened to me, you and my landlord are gonna sue you. Carly, why you hang up the phone?
Okay. Could you get some stuff together? You need identification for the council, any medication you need, phone charges, things you'll need for a few days, clothes for you and the children.
No, give me just 3 hours.
No, won't happen. Won't happen. Can't happen. We have to be somewhere else.
Miss Malmiche finally seems to have got the message and starts to pack.
Well, hopefully you'll get a new home today. So if you go to school and you have a new home, you won't know where it is, will you? So it's best to be with Mum today, get some clothes together, like you're going on a small holiday, and help Mummy. That's all I can say. This is not necessary. They knew ages ago that, she knew ages ago that she would have to move. Then she should have started to get things into order until the day when the young lad wants to go to school, and he can't, because if he comes home, he'll have no home, he'll have nowhere to go.
The hour is up, but Miss Malmiche isn't ready to leave. Obstructing the writ is a criminal offence.
Because just make clothes, yeah? No, because when you call me, I was sleeping.
Yeah, I understand it. We understand it, okay?
You can see us calling the police on this one.
Yeah, so could I. I thought that a minute ago.
Are you ready to go?
No, I'm talking.
No,
because,
please. No,
excuse
wait.
Me, when you come
Can
here,
I explain this?
Yeah, when you come here, you see me
in
to
half
sleeping.
an hour, I'm going to lock the door.
Please, you see me to sleeping, you know? I'm sleeping where we Yeah, I know, because I've got kids. You didn't call me. You
I don't
just call
care.
me.
There's no provision
please, don't be
for
rude
it.
to me, yeah? Please.
You're shouting at me.
No, I'm not shouting.
Don't shout. Come right down. No, come right down.
No, look there.
You're raising your voice and you're offending my ears.
Because he's made me angry.
It's a standoff. If Miss Malmiche refuses to leave, a simple repossession could end in arrest.
Sorry, you're wasting time.
I'm not wasting my time, darling. Because you saw me, I'm sleeping. Because I was in the hospital. I showed them the paper, look. I was in the hospital.
I'm sorry, just making
Yeah, because if something's happened to me, you know.
Do you want us to call an ambulance now?
Paul's patience is running out.
Would you like to get some fresh air?
No, it's just an abuse, isn't it? The landlord's been trying for a year to get his property back. No. Yes, the rent's been paid, but he still wanted to get the property back. And he's come back 4 times from Ireland, and he's faced this every time he's come back. I'm sorry, I'm the most patient man in the world after you, but I'm sorry, my patience wears a bit thin when you're being shouted at aggressively, and she didn't even stop when I raised my voice. So that proves that doesn't work, doesn't it? Yeah.
The tenant's mother has arrived to help. To hurry things up, Steve decides to lend a hand.
What are you doing? Would you want this?
No, because you go Africa tomorrow.
They're heavy. Oh. It's not a good day, okay? We accept that. And we try to make it as easy as possible. Huh?
She's looking for a sign of weakness. Today's sign of weakness is that Steve is apparently compliant and listening and explaining quietly to her. I've jumped over that phase. She's not going to listen anyway. She's wasting our time. We need to be at the next job.
With 2 young children, Steve wants Miss Malmiche to ask the council for emergency accommodation.
Tell the council that the landlord, the house is sold, and you need help to move.
But the housing is going to say, where's the letter? The letter to advancement.
You've got that letter. I've given you that letter already.
Did you give me now?
Yeah, I did. I have 2 of these.
No.
This is the one.
Maybe it's the bed.
Yeah, you.
Did you give me? Just show me. You didn't give me.
No, I give it to you. Honest.
No.
Honest, I did.
No, you just show me. You didn't give me.
Okay, this is my copy. Do not lose this. Without this, you will get no help.
Changed my name for a long time. My name is not Fiona. It's Ilaini Kawa.
But this is the property. This is the address.
In my passport, I don't have this name.
So, where is your name that you changed to this name? You need paperwork for that.
Sorry, Steve, can I just stop there? It's immaterial. It's not our problem, it's the council's problem.
Yeah, you're going to explain to me, but why are you so good like this? You know, I've got...
Because I've got other things to do.
She tried to help me, you know. He tried to help me. You're going to explain to me the situation. Because I don't know, but why you...
He is explaining to you, but you're trying to...
Because I don't know, I'll try to explain to you.
Okay,
you know
what I'm saying is...
You're so good, you know.
What I'm saying is, this is what you need.
It's been over an hour since the agents arrived, but Miss Malmiche is in no hurry to leave.
It's all right, I've had to come out there. We're just going into stage 3. I've changed my name. This isn't the name on my passport. This changes everything, all complete and utter rubbish. Doesn't want to talk to me. It's my turn to be Mr. Nasty, but it is. I am Mr. Nasty today.
But Steve's calm approach pays off. The family are finally ready to leave.
Okay, let's go. Don't leave the baby. Please do not leave the baby.
The house is now empty. Then, Miss Malmiche spots her landlord.
You know this fucking house, you didn't fix nothing to your house, and very, very bad condition.
It's done.
And you
It's
didn't
locked.
do nothing. And I'm calling you tomorrow for my thing. Don't travel before I get my stuff. On Tuesday or Monday.
Well, the quicker it's out, the better, because I need to tidy the house up, like, you know.
I don't care. I don't care.
Well, I don't care
because you want to...
Whatever you do not leave the door open.
Oh, yeah.
Till they're gone.
Send me to the court. You want to
Okay.
say Carly, but you didn't
Okay,
say nothing. I'm going to the housing.
Sorry. What I've said, best thing for you two do is go and get some breakfast.
Yeah.
Get them out their face. And then if you want to come back in 10 minutes to have a look, make sure they're gone.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Thanks again.
Miss Malmiche and her 3 children are now homeless. It will be up to the council to give them a bed for the night.
The reality here is they'll be put into hostel accommodation, and they might still be in hostel accommodation for a year.
Recent reports show that Britain's economy is on the up, but the number of people in debt is still rising. Figures suggest that single parents are the worst hit, with their average debts almost doubling in the last 12 months.
"6:30 p.m. High Court enforcement agents Brian O'Shaughnessy and Kevin Stokes are travelling to Ashford in Kent to execute a writ for over £5,000.
So what do you reckon they're going to be here, Kev?
Of course they are, mate. It's that time of night, mate. They're just sitting down at their dinner.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock. You got £5 grand.
The debt is owed by Janice Lomas to a former landlord. If she can't or won't pay, the agents have the right to seize goods to offset the debt.
Hello, my dear. Looking for Janice?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that you?
No, that's my daughter.
Oh, could I have a word with her?
Janice! I've opened it. Why? Can you tell me why?
Yeah, I'm a High Court enforcement agent. It's about a High Court writ against Janice.
She's just got out of the bath. Can you tell me I'm her mum?
Can I just come and talk to her? Is that all right?
Come in.
I'll come in on my own. Is that okay? It's regarding a High Court writ, Janice. For 1A Christchurch Road, is that where you used to live? Yeah. Yeah, that's where the writ was issued at, and we're here at this address to enforce it.
Right, OK, you can come in.
OK, thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem at all. Hiya. Do you know what? Yeah, of course, no problem at all. I'll tell you how much it is, and it might, it's £5,351.50.
Jesus Christ, it's growing daily, yeah?
Yeah, it was originally £3,702.70.
Janice's former landlord claims she left thousands of pounds worth of damages when she vacated his property. But she disagrees.
I contested
Right.
for maintenance and repairs to the building, and I had all my photos on my phone.
Yep.
To say absolute crock.
OK.
Because the maintenance and repairs wasn't needed.
Yeah.
There is no way you're having the rest of that money out of me. The house was goddamn spotless and I took pictures.
Right, this is how you left it, yeah?
That's how we left
30th,
it.
that's the day, there's the photos if you look at the gate, the day I was evicted.
Yeah.
And that's how we left it.
Some tenants that we deal with have difficult times with their landlords, getting their deposit back. Issues, you know, regarding that, and the tenant gets upset, the landlord gets upset. But I'm not there to judge that situation. That's what the law, you know, the law's for and the courts are for.
Despite Janice's claim that the house was left in good condition, the debt must be paid today.
Is there anybody that can help you pay this?
No.
No. Is there anyone you want to give a call to see if they can try and help you towards paying it?
Who? Lily, I'm a single parent with 3 kids.
Okay.
And I care for my pensioner of a mother.
Right. No, that's understandable. No, it's completely understandable. The only options we've got is if you can't make any payment, the High Court have instructed us to seize your goods.
What?
Which I don't really want to go down that route. I'd rather get this resolved. But
Take what?
I don't know. I don't want to walk. To be honest with you, I don't want to walk around your house and start going through your stuff, doing a list of goods. I'd rather get it just resolved without having to do any of that sort of action.
The prospect of removing goods often prompts repayment.
Kev?
Do you want to come in?
Yeah.
Brian joins Kevin in the house.
Madam, does she own a car?
Oh, if she hasn't got that, she can't work.
I know.
Take mine if you want to take
car, please.
No, you're not take mine. Yours is worth one. Mine's old banger and it goes by take ones out.
No, they can't.
Listen. If you want to do that, we'll do it. It's up to you. Listen, let's work together and sort it out. Come on.
I don't want it. Look, you've got kiddies in it. I know.
Good luck if you can make more than 1,500 quid from what you can see. Fucking good luck to you.
With tensions rising, Brian tries to convince Janice's partner to get her to cooperate.
If we knew about it.
Of course.
If we knew that this was coming.
Listen, we'll try and help as much as we can. All right? We won't be difficult in any way.
No,
yeah? Just work with us. Yeah. We always treat people the right way.
The family now seem to understand the reality of the situation.
Something needs to be done now. We need to get something resolved now, and then obviously...
You've got £135.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and have a chat with your fella? Tell him he needs to come back to me with the best offer, and then I'll contact the one I need to contact, and we'll get it resolved that way.
But I've got £400 in my personal hand.
Can you take cash?
Yeah, we can take cash, yeah. It's fine.
I've got
That's fine.
At the Bank of Friends and Family, you know, it's a must, isn't it? You know, at times of difficult times in life, that's who you can rely on. Cards and cash is pulled out, and they come together, which is quite nice.
So if I can get you £1,000,
if you can get £1,000, that'd be a great start, mate. She's got 400 quid.
I've got 400 quid. Yeah.
She's got 100 quid. It's like 1,500 quid. That might suffice for today.
Despite their efforts, the family have raised less than half the debt. Kevin calls Brian outside the house.
Hello, mate. Our partners might be able to get someone that's got £1,000 over the phone. The mother's got £400 cash. The lady here's got £100 in her bank. It's £1,500 she can do now, and then a payment plan if possible.
Can they do 2,000, then we'll set up a deal?
I'll speak to them if you want. They'll settle at 2, and then...
Not a chance.
No?
Start counting.
Yeah?
I ain't got a fucking hope in hell.
Okay.
I'm a single parent mother.
No problem.
Where do you generate £2,000? I barely pay my own rent.
Yeah.
I work full time. Not a hope in hell. Tell them to start making the list.
Hello, mate.
She said you can't do 1,500.
It's now clear the family have pushed themselves to the limit, so Brian goes back into the house to make a deal.
Let's get the 15 today, fantastic, yeah? Let's get a date for the other 500, then we set the arrangement. Nothing's going to be taken, is it? Let's work it out, let's get the paperwork done.
Yeah, no problem, I'll do it there. Do you know if I count that, madam, is that okay? Yep.
Yeah, I guess you can't count, I'd count it. Can I have this
Of course you can.
Yeah, go. 20, 40, 68.
8? Yeah, 68. Give you our personal numbers and that so you can keep in contact with us.
I mean, they clearly haven't got it. It's the only option we've got at the moment. So yeah, we're happy to take. I mean, you've got to remember, 1,500 quid is a lot of money to find at this time of the evening, and at once.
After nearly an hour in the house, the mood begins to lighten.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're just doing a job. They could have been really shirty about it, because they found themselves faced with me going, well, it is what it is. You don't get blood out of a stone. Let's make a list, get your pen and paper. And they were really, really nice, bless them, both of them.
It's a lovely table. Keep your table. You need your family dinners.
She was a character, you know?
To be honest, she played it the right way. I wish more people would just invite us in, sit down, discuss it, come to a resolution. We're only hard when we have to be hard.
They're doing a job, aren't they? I tried to give him my car. He don't want it. He really didn't want my car. I don't blame him. I don't want it either.
Recent figures show that home ownership is at an all-time low, and the number of households renting privately has doubled in the last decade. But according to a leading housing charity, being evicted from private accommodation is now the main cause of homelessness.
It's 8:30 a.m. Paul Bohill and Phil Short are on their way to Ilford, Essex, with a High Court writ to evict a tenant, Mr. Egby.
Well, it's a straightforward writ of possession.
Yep.
There's only the court costs on it, so they're uncollectible.
That's it, there's no history, there's no...
They're all straightforward till they go wrong.
Yeah.
Mr. Egby has come to the end of his tenancy, and the landlord wants his house back.
You're the landlord?
The agent,
Yeah, OK.
The letting agent has been trying to get the tenant out for months. He's here to make sure it happens today. No one appears to be in, but the writ allows the agent to enter the house by force if necessary.
We're looking for the twitching curtain or some sign that there is somebody in there. So we're always on edge that there might be somebody in there. Just
I'll see this, please.
Thank you. Hello? Hello, is there anybody in?
Hello?
It's the first time the letting agent has seen the house since the tenant moved in.
How long have they been here?
3 years, I think.
3 years.
I'll show you the pictures. What was the kitchen before?
Just a mess, isn't it?
See, you destroy the properties. Who's going to pay for it? He's not going to pay for it. I need to take him to another court.
It's just an absolute mess, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. Look at the rice.
I mean, like food all over the floor. Careful you don't slip on that.
Hello?
Paul and Phil search the house for signs of the tenant.
Anybody here?
Appears not.
But then Phil makes an important discovery.
Someone left in a hurry.
Yeah, this is still warm. Have a look in the wardrobe. Still here. We do develop an instinct as to whether there's somebody in the property. And I was trained to do it many, many years ago. I could walk into a house and either sense or smell that they are actually living there. Shithole.
After a thorough search, the tenant still can't be found.
I think he's scarpered out the back because it's quite easy access to the main road just through a gap in the fence. Go over there and over the fence and he's gone. But who leaves that open when they go out?
Exactly, yeah.
I'm just going to have a look through his stuff, see if there's anything there that's give us a clue.
Paul goes into detective mode to find out more about the missing tenant.
There's lots of different, there's loads and loads of posts here with different people's names on it, unopened. And he's run away, that's the curiosity. What's he run away for?
Seconds later, the letting agent receives an unexpected phone call.
Mr. Paul? Yeah? Your tenant on the line? Mr. Paul?
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my neighbors have just informed me that you're at my house. I got a letter from Rumford County Court bailiffs that they're coming on the 1st, so I was intending to move out before then.
Yeah,
but I didn't get any notification that you were coming today.
Yeah, we're from the High Court, not from the County Court, and we don't have to tell you that we're coming. The reality is that you should have been gone from here probably 2 months ago. But how far away are you?
About 15 minutes away.
What I'd suggest you do is the landlord will be here. If he chooses, he'll allow you back in to get your personal belongings. Can you do that?
Let me have a word with him.
Yes, Solomon?
Yeah, hello, son.
Yeah. We are going to change the lock. If you're coming here in 15 minutes, I may request Mr. Paul to wait.
Okay.
Not more than that, yeah, please. Thank you.
Paul wants to know more about the mysterious tenant.
What does he do for a living? Does he work?
No idea. He said he's working, but I don't think so.
But he's kept the rent up to date.
He's paying the money.
How much is the rent?
$13.50.
Okay, it's a big house, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a big house. Yeah.
15 minutes later, the agent's phone rings again.
We're not going to make it in 15 minutes.
Obviously, I wasn't expecting you this morning, so because of this traffic, I don't know. But I'll be there definitely within the hour.
No, sorry, I can't wait hours here.
Just tell him to get his arse here.
You want to talk?
What I'm trying to say is you were in the property when we arrived here and you ran out of the back door. You can't be far away. I would like you to come back here immediately so that I can see you. That's all I need to do.
No, I wasn't in the property. No, I have somebody living with me.
All right.
So, probably he was the one you saw.
All right. Yeah, but what's stopping you getting back here now? Where are you exactly?
It's just the traffic. I have to...
No, where are you? Where are you?
I'm coming from the southeast. I'm coming through the Roller High Tunnel. My morning is already challenged.
Okay.
Just tell him to get here.
Yeah,
get
come.
We'll wait.
You said 10 o'clock, yeah? Okay.
The tenant is evasive, but the letting agent has a hunch.
He's not coming.
No, I don't.
Of course he won't.
Maybe he's here, he's watching us.
He is, yeah.
He's watching us.
I've got to go, right, that's right. Well, we'll go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we'll stop at the end of the road there for 10 minutes, then we'll come back.
Okay.
I'll just get them together. Sorry, we feel the guy is watching us, and he doesn't like the idea of us being here when he comes back. So we're going to drive down the road, wait for 5-10 minutes, and come back. His bed was warm, his computer was on. He'd run out through the back door. He hadn't got time to pack anything, so inevitably he was going to come back. So we just add these components together and assume that he will be back as soon as he thinks we've gone. It just firms up our resolve. We weren't going to give in. And if it involved a little bit of subterfuge, going and hiding around the corner till he reappeared, so be it. My day's already ruined, he said. Where do they get the front? How long have you been here? I'll give it 5 more minutes. Hello? Sorry? Yeah, he's here. All right, thank you. Cheers. Well, that worked, didn't it? Good old landlord. It was his idea.
Paul and Phil immediately return to the property.
He's in the house.
Paul wants to talk to Mr. Egby before he disappears again.
Okay then. Yeah, bye.
Mr. Egby. My name is Paul Bowhill. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. You just repossessed the property. There's a copy of the writ. That's my telephone number at the bottom. Do you understand the situation now, that you have to liaise with the landlord to actually get the rest of your stuff out?
Yes, I do.
What do you take? You're just taking what you need now. How long will you be?
Sorry?
How long will you be?
As you can imagine, I wasn't expecting this morning. I didn't receive
I'm
any
sorry, can I just
notification.
disagree with you? This has been going on since last August. You weren't expecting it this morning because it should have happened months ago.
Well, I'm just trying to make the best of what I can do at the moment. All right?
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, just excuse me.
Yes, certainly.
Paul and Phil wait outside while the letting agent talks to Mr. Egby.
So I need to re-rent the house as soon as possible. So we need to remove the stuff ASAP. You try your best, we try our best. So at the end of the day, yeah. We look at the status of the house. When you moved in the first time, look at the inventory.
Sorry.
How the property was. Look at the status of the property.
Please, if you don't mind, just giving me a few.
Yeah, okay, no
minutes,
worry, no worry.
Please.
No, it's really frustrating me, you know why? The way I do
just hold on, please,
Okay.
please. Because I don't want to be calling you in another 5 minutes.
Okay, all right, that's fine, no worry, carry on.
So if you don't mind, please, just excuse me.
The house is repossessed. It's not your property.
I understand that.
It belongs to him, and they have authority from him
Can
to
I
live
go
here.
through, please? Oh, there you. Yeah.
After stalling,
Sorry.
Mr. Egby suddenly leaves.
Is there any way
Is he done that?
that
Just lock him out. Tell him 5 minutes, we go in. Lock in the door.
Without making any arrangements to collect his stuff, the tenant just walks away.
He's talking on the phone. So we must be leaving now. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
He's absolutely taking the mickey. Just lock up.
Yeah,
We'll go.
I know.
Paul and Phil have repossessed the property, but it's not over yet for the agent.
So this is another stress because he's left everything there. I'll feel better once the house is rebuilt. It's going to cost me another 10 grand, which is for no reason.
New reports show late payment of invoices is the major reason why 1 in 5 small businesses go bankrupt. In 2014, there were nearly 28,000 county court judgments made against businesses in England and Wales.
High Court enforcement agents Brian O'Shaughnessy and Kevin Stokes are on their way to New Malden, Surrey. The team have come to recover a large debt from Richard Baker, the owner of a bespoke furniture business.
Quite a lot of money, this one. This is for £11,403.64. From what the website looks like, they look like quite a respectable company, so hopefully they won't want
Those ones can be quite difficult, I find.
Richard Baker furniture. There you go. Oh, nice stuff in there. Big kitchens, wardrobes, the lot. Well, then wardrobes might be worth £2 grand.
The writ empowers the agents to seize goods if Richard Baker Furniture Limited won't pay.
Hello, sir. We're here to see Richard Baker Furniture Limited.
Okay, Richard's actually not here at the moment.
Would you mind giving me a call, please? I'm in possession of a High Court writ.
Right, okay. I'm going to shut the door.
I'm going to come in. It's commercial premises. We can force our way in if we need to.
Right, I'm not sure you actually can. Can you legally?
Yeah, we
Right,
can, sir. Here's my ID.
It's High Court. It's not. We're not bailiffs. We're High Court enforcement agents. We can get into the locksmith or force entry, but we'd rather not do that.
I'd rather just come in and just get it dealt with.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm not willing to let you force your way in. I'm afraid. If that's the case, then I'm afraid you have to get the police down here.
Well, you can get the police. We won't.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna do that with your.
I'm gonna ask you to keep your foot there.
Yep.
And you can call the police.
I'm not going to move from here, sir.
Obstructing the High Court enforcement agents is a criminal offence.
I would rather wait for the police. No accusations can be made. I don't want the gentleman to get hurt in any way. So it's more preventative measures that we put in place. We'll sort it out.
The employee calls the police.
Got his foot in the door. Well, could you send officers to the address? Okay, thanks so much.
If you're not sure, the best thing you can do is call the police, obviously.
Yeah.
That's fine. We've got no problem with that at all, sir.
Is there any chance you could get hold of Richard? And yeah, lovely, brilliant.
But Richard, the owner, isn't picking up his phone. A few minutes later, the police arrive.
Police are here.
Hello. How are you? My name's Brian O'Shaughnessy. It's my colleague Kevin. Here with the High Court writ. That's all the powers of entry, everything's in there. Commercial property, we can force entry if we need to. If it's residential, we can't. So that's why it's called the police, and we haven't got a problem with that. That's cool. No problem. No worries. No worries. That's right. Cheers.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Is there other we can have a chat?
Yeah, obviously I don't want to...
He can stay at the doorway.
We'll let them speak to him, sort the formalities, and then we'll go in. Kevin, when he's happy, the police happy with him, then just walk in, mate.
But after a few more minutes, Kevin has had enough.
I'm not going to stand here all day, so are we happy that I can come in now?
You want to let me in?
You can either let me in or I'm going to come in.
We just wait a little.
Let me in or I'm coming in.
Let me just try Richard.
Let me in or I'm coming in. Fine.
Okay, I'm coming in. I'm coming in.
Okay, I'm coming in. I'm coming in. I'm not going to stand here all day, okay?
The agents might be in, but will they be able to collect the £11,000 they came for? Finally, the owner, Richard Baker, calls.
Yeah, I'm police are here, and the High Court enforcement officers are also inside. The police said that they've got every right from the documents that they've got to gain access. It's from FM Marble. It's a High Court.
Rich.
Because the company ceased trading.
Okay. Let's see your documents for it.
The owner claims that his company, Richard Baker Furniture Limited, is no longer trading and is not liable for the debt.
It's no good. I need to see official documentation from them, please.
He only needs to see official documentation from them. They're going to go upstairs, so they're saying they're going to take goods.
He's fine. He just didn't know where he stood, which was the problem.
The police know it now as well. They're in the building, Richard.
Brian and Kevin haven't seen any evidence to suggest that Richard Baker Furniture is no longer trading. Kevin starts to investigate.
Brian, everything's in the limited company's name. I'll check them now, but there's packages that have just been delivered that are all in that name.
Certificate of Employers Insurance, Richard Baker Furniture. Health and Safety Policy, Richard Baker Furniture.
I really enjoy the detective work of it, the investigating side of things. I love catching people out and getting the result at the end of it. I feel like I've worked for the payment.
For Kevin, it doesn't add up. He's convinced the business is still trading.
Is Richard on his way?
Yeah, let's get him here and sort it out, yeah? Don't worry, all right? Don't worry. We can either play ball or we can't. It's up to him.
While they wait for Richard, the team start to look around for assets they can seize if he can't or won't pay.
It's lovely stuff, isn't it?
It is really nice stuff.
These are lovely, these wardrobes, aren't they?
I can't afford it myself.
What'll that go for?
Probably looking at around about 10 grand. I mean, everything's handmade.
Wow. Just as Kevin and Brian start to think about seizing stock, the debtor, Richard Baker, arrives.
Hello, Richard.
Hello.
How are you? Thanks for coming.
Okay. Well, what I want to explain, I can get you on to the guy, the company that the debt is to ceased trading 2 months ago. But Hassan should have written to everybody.
Right.
Richard gets his accountant, Hassan, on the phone.
Right. Hi, Hassan.
Hi.
Okay.
The situation is that Richard Baker, I mean, I've been advising him for the last 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And the company ceased trading.
But the problem I've got now, I found evidence in the office here which shows basically, you know, that's not the case. We're going to continue. This needs to be paid, Richard.
We've got the evidence.
Yeah.
Richard Baker is sticking to his claim that the company on the writ is no longer in business. But then Kevin finds yet more paperwork.
Invoice. 1st of February, Richard Baker Furniture. Rangemaster. Thames Water Bill. 8th of January.
You don't want to play ball with us?
It's not about playing ball, it's about playing within my rights, isn't it, and being sensible. I've done everything by the book.
Well, you say that, but we haven't seen any documentation to that effect, have we?
With no proof that the company is dissolved, Brian and Kevin start to put the pressure on.
How about we take some sort of part payment then? I'm trying to work with you here. I mean, listen, I'll be happy with half of it, and then you can sort it all out tomorrow.
The company isn't actually shut down yet, which means that we can continue with action if we can establish that the assets belong to the company. One wardrobe upstairs sells for 10 grand. There's more than enough goods to satisfy the debt.
The company's valuable stock is now at risk.
OK, sir, if you need 10 minutes, then take 10 minutes, but we're going to make arrangements to have the goods removed, sir. OK.
The team are hoping that the threat of removing goods will trigger payment. 20 minutes later, Richard calls the agents back in.
But all we can offer, you can give for $4 grand on a credit card until tomorrow morning. Which I personally would thank you. That's all right.
After claiming he wasn't responsible for the debt, Mr. Baker decides to pay.
He's offered us £4,000 today. We're going to take the 4,000. It's a good result. It's 7 o'clock at night.
Mr. Baker believes he can prove that the company is not liable for the debt and can claim the money back.
He says that he can get the relevant documentation, but who knows? So we'll take it from there. A lot of companies will go bust or they can't continue to trade because of it, but no, the guy's locked him for marble in the kitchen. He's locked him 10 grand. You know, why should he get away with that? Let's forget about the claimants.
Result.
What are you saying, mate?
James paid it.
Next time, Stuart and Vic meet a family in crisis.
It was a big shock when we walked in and it was a little boy on a life support machine.
As they face a heartbreaking eviction.
You can't meet a little lad like that and not be affected.
Hello?
Brian and Del turn detective.
Let us cut the nonsense.
And dig deep to get to the truth.
The goods are his. Can't trust anything he says.